healing. Ish is intentional self-healing. Intentional self-healing. Angie, acronym, assigned to nurture growth in everyone. Impact, intentionally motivating people to act, change, and transform. Come on now.
Wow.
Light,
I
leveraging
love that.
intentional growth, healing, and transformation. What?
I love that.
Yes.
So get your ish together,
It's together.
intentional self-healing.
Yes.
Why, first of all, when did you start your journey of self-healing? And then
Oh,
I want to know, why is it so important? There's so many people who are getting along who are not healed. And they're
yes.
alive, they're well. Why do we got to heal?
Right.
So
Well,
first, your story.
my
Let's hear
story.
about you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever you want to share.
Intentionally self-healing. My intentional self-healing actually started 4 or 5 years ago when I found myself at the end of a breakup and found myself devastated, found myself codependent, found myself alone for the first time in my adult life, and discovering that I was not okay, mainly because I was not connected to another. And then my sister passed away in 2021. And then I made a discovery that most of the people that I called friends were actually people that saw me as a service provider and not as a friend. So I wasn't being invited places. I mean, people like, who invites their therapist or their officiant to their wedding, to their birthday party? Not many people. So the intentionality came when I had no other choice, because I was considering checking out of here. Like, I put my paperwork together, put it on the back of the door. And I was ready to be gone, for sure and for certain, and made a decision. It wasn't even my decision, that there was still work for me to do, and that there was somebody. I do believe that we're all assigned people on this planet, and all of my people had not heard from me. And so I made it a point to just kind of do whatever I need to do. When I tell you whatever I needed to do, sometimes it looked like me curled up on the floor. It looked like me calling, hotlines. It looked like me joining grief groups. It looks like a whole bunch of things. And I just began to really and truly go, okay, Angie, what would you, my therapist says this to me all the time. I say to her, well, why do I pay you? Like, what would you tell your clients? I'm like, So, in the end, I realized that I was dispensing all this amazing information that have helped people resurrect their spirits and resuscitate their relationships. And a lot of it, maybe I wasn't listening to myself. And the healing comes in because it struck me as odd that people would not want to grow. But I'm so clear now that growing is so difficult when you're not healed.
Mm.
Like you having a broke leg and making a decision that I want to go ride a roller coaster. Well, if your leg is broke, you're not going to make it to that roller coaster, or that roller coaster looks very unattractive to you because of the pain that you have to endure just to get there. And many people are in that space where literally there's painfulness. When I tell clients to go in that drawer or in that closet and get that box that they put all their ish in, right? They're like, oh no, Miss Harvey, you got me twisted. I'm not doing that. I know now why that's so difficult, because when you bring all that stuff out and you set it in the middle of the floor, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I had to do the same thing. So I'm pulling out these things and I'm thinking, okay, I thought I had a bunch of friends. I did not. I thought I had my ish together. I did not. I did not know I was codependent. I was. So the recovery had to start, and it had to be intentional, meaning I had to do it on purpose every day, all day, managing my emotions. I thought I was a good emotional manager. I was good at managing great emotions, not so good at managing emotions of rejection and abandonment and all those things. It took me that to know that I wasn't being abandoned or rejected. I was actually being positioned and purposed for a reason. And thus it became intentional for me to get my ish together and have a better understanding why sometimes I tell people I can't even give it away, let alone sell it. Can't even give it away because it's painful. And me having that concept now helps me to better understand why people could not want that for themselves, because there's pain behind it.
Yeah.